Yeah, 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 yeah.
I can absolutely blame white supremacy, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
See, say more, and then I'll respond to that.
I mean, just look at the history of the country. Like, it's really just that simple for me. The country has never fulfilled its promises of freedom, liberty, and justice for all. It's always been freedom, liberty, and justice for some. And usually that some is white people.
So here's what I would say in response to that. That is obviously true that the nation has fallen short of our promise since our founding. But walk through some obvious facts about America. We're not founded on an ethnicity or a monarch or a food or even a religion. We're founded on a set of ideals that brought a group of people together in 7.
So previously I did a video and I was talking about Vivek on The Breakfast Club, but I didn't go into this specific topic. That video was more so leaning towards the young women he was debating. So here it is that Charlamagne the God is, I guess, blaming white supremacy on America's downfall of, I guess, its citizens. I'm assuming he's referring directly to citizens of low economic standing and or black citizens or minority citizens by saying that America doesn't promise equality for all. My only question to be this, because I don't want to bash Charlamagne the God, even though I don't like the fact that he calls himself the God, because he's not the God. It's only one God. But my question would be, if you were to look at any nation on earth, what nation has better equality and opportunities than America? And that's a genuine question that I have that I hope someone can answer. If it's not America, then who is it? You're going to say, what, Canada? Because I can't think of a better nation off the top of my head that has better opportunities than the United States, especially for African Americans. I'm not going to say just black people because that's such a vague statement. Black people are everywhere in the world. I'm going to say for my people, what nation on earth has better opportunities for us than the United States of America? We have, I think, the most amounts of black billionaires anywhere present in America. So if you're going to say America has fallen short or America is a failing nation in terms of equal opportunity, then what do you consider a successful nation? And I'm not just saying in terms of now, I'm saying in terms of ever. Like in the history of time, what would you consider a successful nation for African Americans or for just equality for all of its people that don't all have the same skin color or economic background?
1776, and we live by those ideals. At least we aspire to those ideals today. A nation that aspires to ideals that's not made up of gods, but made up of human beings, will always fall short of those ideals. So I think our worst hypocrisies as a country, and we have many of them, our worst hypocrisies are our best evidence that we have ideals at all. You take a look at other countries. Nobody ever calls the Chinese Communist Party a hypocrite, or China a hypocrite, or Iran a hypocrite. Why is that? Because to be a hypocrite, you at least had to have ideals in the first place.
But a lot of
and so we're imperfect, but we are about the pursuit of a more perfect union, the pursuit of happiness. America's about the pursuit. And so I think that trashing ourselves, I think we are, actually.
The reason I say that is because, we never were included in those ideals originally.
But here's the thing, Charlamagne, because I'm not going to call you the God. I don't think you're my God. But here's the thing, Charlamagne. The fact that you're sitting on a freaking throne. You are literally sitting on a throne right now. You can't make this up. You're a black man, millionaire black man, sitting on a throne conducting an interview. And you're going to sit here in the same breath and say, you don't have the ideals, white supremacy is suppressing you. You're richer than 90% of white people in the country. And I'm not saying like, oh, that's just he will have to work harder. I'm not even trying to downgrade your success or say you're not worthy of the success. But the fact that you're even able to have these discussions while literally sitting on an entire throne kind of shows that what you're saying needs a little bit of questioning. White supremacy obviously wasn't strong enough to hold you back. And the reason I'm bad or going against you on this so strongly is because when you make claims like this, when you're saying white supremacy is for America's failings, I think he's targeting non-white Americans, like black Americans' failings, you're allowing others to use an excuse that you never even used. You never even used that excuse. You are literally have one of the biggest talk shows in America that you built from the ground up. Now you're sitting on a literal golden throne conducting an interview, ironically talking about how white supremacy has suppressed your people. If that's the case, why didn't it suppress you? Are you just so great? Are you just so momentous that you are just so superior to other black people that no matter who's supreme in the country, you're going to succeed? Only reason I bring that up is because when you have discussions like this, it tells other black kids who watch your show, who watch you on a day-to-day, that they can't achieve what you achieved because you're using an excuse for them that you've never even used for yourself. That's all I'm saying. I have kind of mixed opinions on it because I do believe that some things in society are rooted in white supremacy because that's how the country was founded. But for you to say, like, you can't achieve, I guess, a certain level of success when America, for one, is one of the freest nations on earth, while a black man is conducting an interview on a golden throne, one of the biggest talk shows in America, I can't pretend like I agree with you on that level.
Originally, but never and not originally are two different things. Originally, that's true. Over 250 years of progress, if you had somebody who was in 1870 looking at the world we live in today, if you had somebody in 1960 who was looking at the world we live in today as it relates to race in America, we would be darn close to what they would have thought of as the promised land. So I think we have to recognize that America is about that pursuit. We're a lot further along than we were 250 years ago. And here's the other thing, too. We got to set our expectations. We will always fall short of our ideals. By definition, if there are human beings and not gods living in a nation that aspires to ideals, we are fallen. Man is fallen. That's what makes us who we are. But what also makes us different from animals is that we have ideals. So America's founded...
But that's facts, bro. And when it comes to these discussions, it's like we have unrealistic expectations. Like, you're kind of expecting America to be God's version of America. That will never happen. But the fact that I'm able to sit here in this huge room, in this big house with this chair that was sent to me by Darwin X, advertisement sent for completely free on a $500 camera that I had to grind and work for, don't get me wrong, but the fact that I'm even able to sit here and talk to y'all right now shows that America, you can achieve whatever, bro. You can achieve whatever you want here. And this is kind of weird coming from Charlamagne, him saying that white supremacy is for America's failings. Why didn't you fail then? I want to know the answer to that. I'm not trying to bash you because I like the Breakfast Club. I just want to know, why were you so good to where you were able to pass? Why didn't white supremacy hold you back? I want to know the answer to that, bro.
On our humanity, that we can believe and aspire to something that we will still fall short of. That's what makes this country beautiful, and that's why that's why I'm in this. You ask me, why am I in this? I care about reviving pride in that nation, because if we get into the habit of just bashing that country, what are we bashing? We're bashing the last best hope that man has for aspiring to those ideals. Tell me who else has done better. I'll wait.
That's facts, man. Who else has done better? And that's a question that I want to know. Like, if you look at any nation on earth, why aren't they doing what we're doing? Why aren't we talking about, why don't you hear ideas about them? Because in those nations, firstly, you're not even allowed to have ideals. You're not even allowed to think to have those ideals. So that's a good question I have. Let me know if y'all have any thoughts about this video, anything else you want me to see. It's LFR Jojo, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.